Since the end of April this year, we have been cautiously positioned in our portfolios, especially with regard to our equity exposure. As mentioned last month, we have been looking for two potential catalysts to change our mind and take a bit of tactical risk in the portfolios. Namely, a bottoming out of global growth, and second, decisive policy action. We felt in July that on both counts, the environment justified a somewhat higher equity exposure. First, global growth. Because of aggressive monetary easing in emerging markets, we believe that the second half will look better than the first half, and also the US economy is showing some resilience. That means that the second quarter probably will have marked the bottom of economic growth for the period ahead. On policy action, at last, the European Central Bank has set out a framework to address excessive yields in the periphery, namely in Spain and Italy, notably this time with the political support of the German government. One needs to note that if these yields, 6% for Italy and 7% for Spain, would persist, it would threaten in the near term the sheer existence of the Euro project. Where did we invest? We invested in global emerging markets, also in the Eurozone stock market, but I would like to emphasize our investment in China. China is a special situation. The market has been weak and lagging because China needs to reinvent its growth model away from export and investment toward more internal consumption. Valuation is very cheap. Although corporate earnings are not yet supportive, we believe that policy easing will bring results in the second half of this year. However, and this has to do with the global situation, the higher equity exposure is a tactical move. It does not mean that we expect global equity markets to resume a medium upward trend. The structural problems, i.e. excessive debt and too low growth, are here to stay. And we still prefer high yield and emerging debt as a credit holder to take risk. We stick to a large gold exposure as a systematic hedge. We still avoid so-called safe haven bonds like Bunds and Eidgenossen. And despite the fact that we spent some money on equity purchases, i.e. we have less cash balances, we still keep around 10% cash to seize opportunities if need be. Thanks for your attention.